Hi, this is just going to be a quick reading for anyone synchronistically drawn to this message. It's just for you. And we are in the wake of the Virgo new moon. It's been very, very powerful. It's been a really key time for listening to your guides, moving into your own energies, and very much standing at arm's length. Not in a defensive way from other energies, but in a way where you are regarding everything that's happening around you in at a distance with sort of a buffer. You're not allowing anything to sway you too much right now, because these energies have been all about going within yourself to listen to your divine guidance, to be able to determine what the next steps are for you, because you are going in a new direction. This has been a very intense time of really closing some karma, really ending some soul contracts that have been very, very key in your soul journey in this lifetime and in previous lifetimes. Really interesting that guides are bringing my attention to like all the little bugs just crawling around, and each little one is, oh, and there's something in my hair. That's not part of the message. I mean, I'm sure it is, but I'm feeling into the bugs. Each little one, it's doing its individual journey, okay? And it's, crawling over its obstacles, and it's going, on its path. And it's, when you look at it from the perspective of that little bug, it is a trek. Those little acorns it's crawling over are hills, huge hills. And, this little stick is, something amazing that this bug is just traversing. And that's what's happening within each of us. We're each on our own amazing, miraculous soul journey that has lasted for lifetimes. And here we are, So these things that you're dealing with, even though it may seem small and insignificant, like these little bug journeys we're talking about, a conversation with someone, an interaction with someone. I mean, these things, or a decision that may not seem like a big deal. Wow, that dog is certainly chiming into this message. These little things may not seem, I'm gonna have to pause till the dog's dead. It's distracting. There's another synchronicity. So there are things going on in your environment right now that may be trying to pull your attention away from your journey, okay? But it's important to just bring your focus back, because never mind, we're outside, it's going to happen. And that's part of the reasons I love to do these readings outside, because everything is spirit sent, everything. So it is important for you to really take that in, that on your individual journey, all of the things that you're making your way around are significant, very significant in the soul journey that you're on, even if they just seem small. So do not allow your mind or anyone else to shame you, or to make you feel like, you're putting too much focus on anything. If it's having to do with your journey and what you need to navigate as you're closing out these things for your soul journey in your life, and I've said journey like 18 times, and that's annoying, but if there's anything, don't allow anyone to make you feel to make you minimize that. It is significant, okay? So let's just see what the message from the tarot is. Okay. There's something about you feeling scrutinized or watched right now, because I am getting that kind of thing of like, who's looking? And, even with the video, it's like, ooh, I messed up here, I messed up there, do I need to edit? No, just, move forward, and, just, you're the one that you're doing this for, you and the divine. You and the divine, and it was just 144 on the counter. Thank you, guides, when I said that. So, yeah, you may have an audience, you may have people looking, but you know what? There is no way you can possibly know or need to know what they're thinking, if they're judging you, it doesn't matter. This is about your journey within yourself and with the divine, and it's all important and significant right now, okay? Even the parts that look messy, like this video, okay? All right, so what is the message? Thank you for this group. Thank you, Spirit. Well, there you go. When I was talking about things closing out, and it was just 222 on that counter, talking about things closing out, this is the card that popped into my mind, and here it is, that Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning, things are rotating into place. You know, you have been, the people you interact with in your life and the challenges that you face within your life, these are the continuations and conclusions, they're saying, to things that you have dealt with for lifetimes and lifetimes. So, you know, again, it's important not to minimize, because something that may seem small in a relationship or in part of your journey in this lifetime is huge in the big scope of things, okay? So just remember that. So things are coming to a close and happening now that you have no, you know, you may have some idea about, because you have dreams, you have insights, you have, you know, things that the divine, that your guides will show you, that your higher self will show you. But for the most part, you may have no idea why these things are significant, but they are, okay? So as we're going through this, and the reason this is important is because it's moving you into a completely new cycle, and that cycle is going to be one that's more in alignment with your higher self, that's clear of many of those obstacles that you agreed in this lifetime and those others to come into, to learn those lessons and to resolve those stories is the word they're giving me. But you know, that's why we came here. We came here to live these stories. We came here to learn these lessons. We came here to create this beautiful divine work of art that is us, that is, you know, the drama of this life, right? Okay, beautiful. So as we do this, you're going to be drawing even more heavily than ever from the strength of the divine. And I just saw this message somewhere else earlier today. It's a big one today. I can do all things. I can do all things through the divine that gives me that strength. I can do all things. So just remember that right now. You can do all things. So if your mind is saying, well, yeah, I feel like I'm being drawn to move toward this certain thing, this certain new part of my life, this certain new way of being in my life, but how do I do that? You're not going to figure that out, and you're not going to do it, but the divine will do it through you. You can do all things through the divine, okay? So let's look at a couple other decks. This is going to be a quick message, but I want to look at a couple other, ask the guys to give us messages from a couple other decks. Thank you. And this one, the Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Is that what this is? Something like that. Yeah, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. Pay attention, okay? Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, yeah. So just like we said at the beginning, this is a time, see how she's plunged down under the water and really focused in on herself and that dolphin. This is a time when you're going to really need to tune in and pay attention. So in every single moment, it's going to benefit you to ask your guides, ask the divine, please, you know, open me to see everything that you're showing me, and then watch for those signs, watch for them everywhere. You know, whether it's in this reading, and I'm so thrilled and honored if you are receiving messages from your guides in this reading. Thank you for using me, Spirit. Or whether it's just anywhere you look, anything you see, anything you're taking in. Pay attention to those signs right now. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Wands, and here in this deck, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, it's choose your battles. Okay, and the Seven of Wands is about holding yourself above, you know, in the traditional deck, it has those wands coming up to that person standing up there with the one wand, and he's kind of fending off those lower energies. Here it says choose your battles, and the battles actually look bigger than him, but they're made of stone. Okay, so this is your guides telling you that those things that seem bigger than you, those obstacles, those forces that would try to, you know, get in your face, pick fights with you, have battles, they're just stone. They have no real power. They may look imposing, and you may feel small in the face of them, but just feeling into that. They may feel annoying, okay? They may feel super annoying. Annoying is the word of the day. And you know, what is annoying? We're all trying to exist here, you know. on this planet, in our lives. We're all trying to exist. We're all on those paths, but all those paths are different. And just like all these little bugs that keep showing me, you know, those paths go a million different ways. So yeah, we're gonna run into each other. We're gonna annoy each other. We're gonna really irritate each other. We're gonna distract each other. We're gonna get in each other's way. So it's very important to just remember that when that happens, even if it's in a big way, even if somebody is intentionally challenging you, it's important to, thank you, stay within your energies and draw that strength from the divine, and remember that you can do all things, okay? You can do all things in that connection. That's the only connection you really need to but focus on, is that connection with the divine. Because once you are really anchored and focused on that connection, all the others, all of the little connections take care of themselves. Again, like these bugs, you know, each bug is just focused on their own connection to the earth, to their instincts, okay? And everything else takes care of itself. Everything else is happening around each one of them. So it's the same with us, except our important connection is with the divine. So when we're focused on that, the divine has got everything else going on. Okay, so we can just focus in on that connection. The divine has everything else. And again, this is a huge message in this reading. Nothing is impossible. Okay, this is the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. Nothing is impossible. It's working through that disbelief. It's allowing your, you know, mind to just release the need to understand how things are going to happen and just say, I can do all things. I don't know how, and it may look impossible to my mind. That's the shift that we've been divinely being moved into for quite a while, you know, on this journey for quite a while. Being able to move into this belief, being able to move into this knowing that all things are possible in our lives. And this closing out of these old cycles and this, you know, ending of these old, you know, I say old like it's just, you know, but these concluding social contracts and cycles and lessons are a big part of being able to release all the things that were possible in our perception and move into what seems impossible in our perception but is actually possible through the divine. So amazing message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I hope you will please let me know how it resonates, and pretty soon I'll be doing the September readings for each sign. So we will talk again soon. Bye.